Hello, my friends and family from beginningless time. It's your cousin Thomas here to play some Bach with you. And today we have BWV 973, that rhymes. And it's Nach Antonio Vivaldi's Violin Concerto, RV, 299. I looked that up. RV does not stand for recreational vehicle in this context. There comes that coffee. Oh, thank you. Ole, 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 ole. So much. Thank you. Cup chai, le like to.
Enjoy hot coffee.
Oh man, you know it's not hard to do. Thank you, my brother. Ole speaks perfect English. So, yeah, this does not stand for RV. It stands for like Rayon Verzeichnis. So again, the German language. It is just as we suspected. Another guy like the graduate student that did the BWV numbers. It's just a guy that's but this time 1970, I think it was. Some guy named Riom, and he wanted to put his name in it. So Riom Verzeichnis. Okay, who cares, right? So it's now number 299 in Rayom Verzeichnis numbers. Let's put in some sweetener, which we brought from Austria, because they do not have that in Laos. If you come to visit Laos, I know this is not a travel channel, but if you come to visit Laos, bring your sweetener, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because they do not have this here. It is called nam tan, in their language, sugar. And that's the only thing you can get is nam tan. You can't get sugar replacer. Okay. And let's have a sip. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's so good. It's before the sweetener had a chance to dissolve. So it's still very coffee. Now, you know what? I have an idea for today, which is mistake recovery. What a subject, and that is really my subject. I'm very interested in mistakes, as you've noticed, whether it's spilling on my shirt, falling down, hitting a wrong note. I think it's very spiritual for me. It is much more in keeping with mortality, because in mortality you'll notice that we stop cutting our nails, or we stop getting good grades, or we stop playing right notes or wrong notes. And so if really that mentality of that transition, end of life transition, whatever you want to call it, is going to be about, recovery, I think. Well, it's going to be about a lot of things, okay? But let's just say that in that spirit, let's focus on recovery. Now, what is recovery? Well, it's when you make a mistake. Do you go like, oh, let me start over again? That's an example, okay? Let's explore this together. I have not explored this. This is not contrived for me. It's not what they call a kind of question when you know the answer. What's that called? It starts with the letter R. It's like forgot. It doesn't matter, right? You know what I'm talking about. I don't know the answer. So let's explore this together. And, hello, little baby. Okay, no mistakes there, so nothing to recover from. But the question is, when you have a recovery, how do you recover from your mistakes? Okay? I hope they come in. She's got a little baby. Hello. We're doing Bach sight reading. So it's okay. No worries. So, how do you recover from, now, let's say, I'm not going to do the thing of starting over. I'm not going to do the thing of like fear of rejection. What I'm going to do is like the business of just try. Try again. Say just so you can't find the note, just hello, friends. We're just doing some Bach sight reading. You're welcome to be up here. So you just go to find that note. Okay, so those were G's, right? And this piece is in G major, right? And then, okay, clear. So we can do that. We got that. Now let's just see how we're going to do with this recovery. So here's little C, right? Somewhere here. So we got our G. This starts like this. Okay, no mistakes. And then 2, and it's in 2, 4. So that was 1, 2. No. 1, 2. And now I'm already have to recover from. I didn't hit the D major quite fast enough. And then it goes to E minor. So how am I going to recover from when a rhythm is failed? Let's find out. Let's do it again. So now how did I recover in that case? Let's just discuss this. That's beautiful. That's correct. I think this is a great question. How do we recover when sight reading and you've delayed a little bit into the rhythm because you couldn't find the notes right away? Well, you say, I'm sorry, okay, or not, keep it quiet. You forgive yourself, that's a big one, right? It's like, okay, it's okay, Tom, we know you're trying your best. And sometimes we slow it down a little bit so there'll be less pauses later. So let's just keep all that in mind and let's begin this piece. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and there's like with the pauses. And well, we know what it was. Okay, let's play it again. Is it 1 and 2 and 1. Now I know I hit a wrong note, but I'm just going to keep going in this case in terms of recovery. So we'll just keep playing, but if we think of anything interesting around recovery, so what did I do there? I hit the wrong note, and my recovery was to look down. That's kind of sad. It would be nice maybe don't look down when you make a mistake, and just, try to feel for the next note. So, or feel for the right notes. So, now, and that's the wrong note, so. So there, the recovery was to look down and look at the hands and stuff like that. Interesting. That's one way to do it. Oh, look at this. So recovering from a mistake, are you going to do the thing that's the best for your development as a sight reader? Or are you going to recover in the way that's the best for getting the right note as fast as possible? Because clearly, there's a choice to make there. For example, you could either look down at your hand to get the note right away, but now you've messed up your posture and you're not developing that ability to get to that note maybe as well as you would if you would just feel for it, because then you're getting into that skeletal relationship with the keyboard. Okay, there's a name for that some pianists refer to. I forgot what this woman called it. She called it like something like the landscape or something. Like he has a good sense of the landscape or something, or the layout, basically finding the notes. So okay, so let's just go back to where we were, and you know what? I'm going to make a choice and not look down. So when I get the wrong note, you're going to see my eyes if you got a big screen. I'm going to keep those eyes on the notes, and we're not going to look down. Okay, just two. And not because we're, self-punishing, because we're just trying to get to reading it better. Let's see if it helps us. So, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Well, I look down. Fail. Don't look down. Oh no, hit the wrong note. C natural. A minor, where are you with the C's here? And that is this one, all the way down the G. Two, E, and A. I look down. And we all know why it's so important not to look down, right? I look down. Because we want more time with the eyes on the paper. So I can read ahead and do more analysis and stuff like that. Okay, it's working for us. Oh, almost. And don't look down, just get to it now, the A minor. Ah. Oh, good. Oh, good one. Recovery. So that was that. Let's play it again from here. I see. Now the F sharp. One look down. Bad recovery. Look down again. This is right here, yeah. And then that's up to the B. Look down. Shouldn't have. Okay, I looked down, so that was a bad. I would have liked to recover again. I would have liked to recover from that bad chord by feeling for it. So that was a mistake. Let's see. And then it's just like the fifth, like that. That's right. That's the D. Oh, don't look down. And then that's this like that. Good, I didn't look down. That wasn't right. And I looked down. It would have been nice to recover from that without looking down. And I'll get this one without looking down. So this, am I right here? Yeah. I looked down. Okay. Is that right? Yes. Is that right down there? Yeah, I think so. Good. No exception. Okay, try again. There we go. And I play that like that. Okay. And then that's the other thing, by really looking at the paper, we have more time to plan out fingering. And that. There we go. That paid off. What did I do wrong there? So how are we doing with this recovery thing? I think we like it. So recovery without looking at the hands is really what today's all about. So let's do some more. So we're in the right place here? I think so. Oh. Mm. Mm. So that's. Mm. Mm. We look down. Mm. Mm. That's all right. Man, I think I want to play that one again. Let's play that. Let's play that whole bottom stave one more time. So, okay. Mm. Mm. So beautiful. Worth playing it again just to listen to it, right? Regardless of the pedagogy. Then that's all the way down this. Good. Yes. Mm. Mm. And two E and E. Also one E and two E and that's three E and yes. Look down. Is that right? Cheat. Let's play a measure again. Is that it? Where's the C? That's right. And this G is natural. Ah, this second throne. I see. That's the left hand. Let's try it again. Now, the D here and the two B's. No, not quite right. Let's try again. Now, where am I? I'm on the B here. Oh, so it's the same B. I see. Okay, one more time. So. Ah. Okay. So now we need to really get a good recovery here. Totally screwed up. This is where you get the coffee recovery, right? Oh man, because we want to play this right. We're going to play it again. This is that recovery that's even more stuttered, you know, like sometimes people stutter when they're trying to get something out, and this is like, it's not just stutter, this is stop, you know, and then try again. Okay, so we stop, and let's try to we're just trying to get to the notes. So it's like, you know, this is the same thing with all the sight reading stuff. It's just like relative intervals. So this is like, okay, B major dominant with the A at the top, which is the minor seventh. So now this is two treble clefs. So left hand comes up to the C, and then the right hand still grabs the B right below the C there. So again, no, almost. Now think relative intervals. The B, got it. Okay, got it. Don't press your luck, right? Don't try to do it a second time. Now that, good. There we go. Again. What was that? 1 E and 3 A's. Okay. So that's a really beautiful section of this piece that we completely hacked up. It's called Largo Cantabile. So that's something like slowly, like singing voice, right? I'm going to try to learn some Italian. And then we got... Okay. Mm. So that I look down there. I think that's okay. That's different. That's like what I did there was just to not to recover, but to check that I was in the right place. Mm. Quite. That's so. I won't look down. Let's see. And was that right? Yes, it was. I need to go down like that. The relative intervals. Right. Oh, this. Mm. Where's my? There we go. Then to here. No, don't look down. That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, that's all right. Okay. Then it's. the D. Notes. So. Look down. Look down again. There you have it. So, I feel like I'm just paying my dues with this recovery. There's different ways to do it. You can try and make it more of a performance. You can try and make it more of a pedagogy. What's up, Ole?
Go to the toilet.
Yes. So you can try to make it more of a pedagogy or more of a performance. And I'm just really trying to go with the pedagogy, Make it this learning experience. It's really interesting, actually, from just a humanity perspective. Just forget about Bach or music or me, just human beings. And you say, and you have this short life, and you say, well, what is it that you really wanted to do? You know, in that lifespan that was important to you. And is it perfecting something, or, as they say, is it the process? You know, and I guess what I'm really going into here in our experience with this Bach is the process of. I'm probably never want to perfect it. So it's always this process of sight reading. That's what sight reading really gives that to you, this ability to just look at the process of reading. So reading with Bach is complicated enough so that you will never perfect it. You know, it's not going to be about that. It's going to be about recovery, right, from mistakes, or forgiving yourself for mistakes. The big word would be the mistake. So the next one we have, which we'll play tomorrow, is the Concerto number 3 in D minor, nach einem Concerto for oboe, and this has another Verzeichnis, which is S, sounds like a galaxy, S.Z799, from Alessandro Marcello. Alessandro Marcello. So we're seeing, if nothing else, that Bach had a very deep interest in Italian composers, and that over the years, these Italian composers have gotten their own systems of Verzeichnis, or whatever it's called, their coding of their pieces. Less interesting. And also see what it sounds like. It goes like. Oops. And I look down. Yeah, I think a really important step that we need to take is that when I make a mistake, don't look down. It's not helping. That's a performance thing, and Lord knows that this channel is not about performance. So when you make a mistake, don't look down. Look into your heart, Thomas, speaking to myself. Look into your heart and try to think about what your skeleton could do to get to that key better, and your muscles and your nerves and whatnot. Let's just do a little bit of that from the beginning here. So, not looking down. This is the D. It's all about D minor. So. Good. Or was that? Yeah. So much unison. Interesting. That's called unison when it's like that. Almost. Good. Oh, so from there, I would just need to say, okay. Let's play it again. So from the previous measure, okay, get our Ds, okay. I see. Those. Really? No. I see. I messed up. So that would be. I won't play too much of it because we're gonna play it tomorrow. But it's like. And from there, like that. That was right. This is a good one. So let's just play that last measure before we knock off here. Let's play the last two measures there. That's pretty interesting. Nope. This is supposed to be D minor. Okay, so. There we go. Now. Then the D's in the. There we go. I'm doing the rhythm all wrong, but at least we're getting this notes right. It's actually a little different. But let's those last two measures one more time. It's supposed to be 16th note. It's supposed to be like. Let's just play the right hand. See if we play to the right beat. So. Is that right? Let's try that again, just the right hand. Wow, that's so rich. So I think the way to recover from something like that and to play is to slow way down when you get into something like that. You have to admit that, yeah, this is not going to be one tempo. This is going to be slow down because we're at a really tough part. So let's play that. Let's play it now, slowing way down for that. So, and there's no F sharp in here. Got to remember that. So it's. Is that right? Look down. Yes. Okay. And there's, oh, it's B flat, okay. Now from that, is that G? No, see that's not the right note. That's supposed to be G, okay. It was A, it was like this. And now from there, use it. Okay, thank you so much for being with me today in this day of recovery. focusing on how we recover from mistakes in reading music. So I'm going to focus on that for, I think, the next month or so. Just really, how do I recover? And make that part of the learning process. Make sure that recovery is supporting the learning and not like hiding the mistakes. Try to find the bugs, right, in the program and fix them. Okay, everyone have a good night.